Right, so three schools in our district: an elementary school, junior high school, and a high school. We have about 1,300 students, about 150 teachers or so. Um, we have a one-to-one capability at grades 3 through 8. Grades 3 and 4 are some Linux machines that we've converted, and our students are using those, and the teachers love it. Our fifth and sixth graders are using previous generation MLTI devices, the MacBooks. We've souped them up with some extra RAM and solid state drives to give us every bit of usage we can for as long as we can. Our current seventh and eighth graders are using iPads. And at our high school, we're 1 to 2. We have Chromebooks that populate over half of our student body, but we also do have an open technology system in which students can bring in their own devices to be able to use. So we have a lot of users hitting it, and unfortunately, we're not even limiting that because, as an example, I walk into the district and I'm carrying probably 4 devices that get on the network. Most of our teachers are carrying at least 2. The number of kids who have Amazon reading devices or cell phones that hop onto the Wi-Fi network, I mean, we really strain it. We were just charting it this week, and we have a 100 megabit connection here in Wells, and we were topping over it quite a few times over the last few days, and we were seeing a lot of network droppage, packets being dropped, and a lot of complaints starting to come in, but they were periodic throughout the day, starting at 9 o'clock until about 10:30 when lunches start up, and then again right after noontime till about 2 o'clock. We can almost chart when those high periods are going to hit.
And I think to give you some context statewide, we are 100% of the middle schools, like Michael's program, the 7th, 8th grade, are one-to-one through the state program. And at current, 61% of the high schools are one-to-one with the state program, and then there are a number of schools that have done one-to-one or near one-to-one programs using retired equipment or a little bit of BYOT. Generally speaking, I think the desire, I think, of all Maine schools is to become part of the state program, generally speaking. There may be a couple schools out there who think they want to do it by themselves, but for the most part, I think most folks like the state program because it does provide a lot of services and allows for a lot more collaboration between teachers from different schools because of the commonality of the platform. And so, over the years, we started in 2002, as Michael referenced earlier, and it was 100% of the middle schools. High schools started getting into the fray in significant numbers around 2009, and we were at about 55% of high schools, and at the time that was only about 45% of the kids. In 2013, we refreshed the system again, and that's when we hit the 61% mark on high schools, and at that time, pretty much about 61% or so of the kids as well. The difference was that in that switch or kind of upgrade from '09 to 2013, we gained a lot of the bigger districts, and so you got schools along with large numbers of kids like the Portland Public Schools, which is the state's largest district, and a couple of the other larger systems. Most of the school systems in Maine are like Michael's and sometimes smaller. So the average middle school 7-8 one-to-one program, most of them, the overwhelming majority of them, have probably fewer than 300 kids in those 2 grade spans, and many of them fewer than 100, all the way down to a couple island schools that might have 1 or 2 kids. And there's even a couple schools on the mainland that have 1 or 2 kids in the 7th or 8th grade.